Okay, all right. It is 3:37 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sunday, September 29th, the year 2024. Okay, so basically, we want to do something that's going to help with this situation that's going on, this current, what I call, refer to as a current emergency crisis for this country, okay? So there's something going on. I'm not going to get too much into it, guys, but what we want to do is protect ourselves, protect our health, okay? Protect ourselves, protected by protecting our health, okay? And that is through our food and environment and our food and our diets, okay? So during this emergency crisis that we're going through, okay? Now, in this, what I'm about to say is not affecting all Americans, okay? It doesn't affect every American, but it does affect some Americans, okay? And what we want to do is we want to protect ourselves, and we want to protect our health and our children and ours and all of that, okay? So, and our food and all of that and our whole environment here, guys. We want to make sure that it's protected, it's safe, and that we're doing our best at keeping it that way, okay? All right, and maintaining it. Okay, so there's some things that we want to do. A lot of different things we want to get into and do and implement and start. Okay, that's going to help along the way with having an environment that works for us, for getting us, keeping us in good health, and allowing us to be staying maintained in that. Okay, especially during this, in what I refer to as an emergency crisis. Okay, for this country. Okay, with us having the threat of people and persons with an agenda to try and steal America from America, okay, or to try and overthrow it, to try and, make it something that it's not, okay, basically into a nightmare here. But of course, we can't let them win. We won't let them win, okay? So let's talk about more about this now without getting into full detail, because the reason why I'm talking about it this way, instead of just working on it behind the scenes and planning it and everything like that with others who could help with it and everything, is because there happens to be a message within this message that's important, guys, okay? So while we're doing all of the things it is that we're doing for our lovely country and for each other here in the city, in America, for all other citizens, we do have this other group of people who, like I said, are trying to take over America, okay? So they do copy ideas, and they do take ideas, okay? And since they bought up a lot of property here, guys, and got themselves in a somewhat of a lot of full domination of certain things or certain types of controls here, okay? They would like for the general public or the masses of people, a lot of citizens, to be fooled into believing that they are over this, or they are over that, or they are in control of this, or the U.S. is saying this, or they're saying that, they approve this or they approve that. If they actually haven't, that's a problem. Okay, it has to be that they actually did approve it. It has to be that it actually did go through. It can't be that it's from them. Okay, who are people and persons who really belong behind bars and have no business, changing things or making changes to certain things that we are consuming in any particular way, or that we would be buying or selling. I'm sorry, making a purchase of anything. Purchases as well. Because they are criminals here. Okay, trying to take over this country. Okay, so we are to have no dealings with them. Okay, so they could do something to where it fools a lot of people to believe and think that they're going to do something like what I'm talking about here, which is making some changes that's going to help with our overall health when it comes to our dietary, eating healthy foods, or however this is, especially, or eating more healthier during this, what I call, emergency crisis for this country, okay? To avoid certain particular things, outbreaks and or attacks of some sort, that could happen, when during this time. So we would definitely need to make sure that we're doing everything to keep up with our health and having better health and just staying in a better, safe, healthier environment. Okay, so the thing is, how do we do that? What's going on? What can we do? These types of things. So we have a semi plan here, and we'll be working to add to it as well, for that. But we can't. It's not. It's still being worked on. It's underdeveloped. We have to get some things approved and all of that, and in order to make it perfect. Okay. And then going with the first step or level of it, then the second level or phase of it, however this is, so that it is really ready to put out for the public and be approved by literally truthfully the United States, or those people and persons who are in charge of approving this, such things, okay, as this. So that's what I want you to understand, okay, that what these people could possibly be putting out there as a second or as a copycat, really, way of this program or this plan for keeping safer and better health, staying healthier during this emergency crisis here. They could put out something the same, but the thing is, their plan will is like ill intentions, and they could mix it up so bad. They can make it sound like, hey, this is what we want to do. They put everything, the bells and whistles and all this stuff here, guys, okay, and almost exactly like how our plan is, right? But really, they've sabotaged the different things that we could go out and buy and or purchase for consumption, okay, for consuming, for eating, and things like that. And then we are having us having to choose the wrong choices, okay, deliberately and on purpose. And it'll be like, well, this is the so and so says that this is what we're supposed to do, but what we don't know is that the so and so did not approve that. These people had no choice, and they couldn't say any different. They had no choice. They couldn't say any different. They couldn't fight against it, or they were dead, or they were gonna take the grandma, or take their mother, or take their dad, or something, or their child. Okay, or they got threatened in some other type of ways, or they were gonna kill them or something. I'm serious, guys. Okay, so these people have no choices. They can't override it unless they actually do and take the chance to do that. Which I mean, by the way, they will be very brave and courageous. Okay, um, to not be afraid of these people and to tell them no. Like, I'm not going to support this. I'm not going to say that this is okay when it's not okay. Okay. All right. So what they like is for people to trust them, but people don't know that they can't trust them. But when we have trusted sources telling us, hey, this is the changes that are going on now, you need to get on board and get online with it and everything like that. And these are, since they're trusted sources, we're just going to go, oh, okay, well, this is how I should switch up, or this is what I should start buying now, or this is how it is now. Okay. Oh, and okay, we need to watch out for this and watch out for that and do this and do this and do that. People are just going to automatically do that. Why? Because we trust our the way the system is. Okay, the way that things go with from the trusted sources. Okay, the doctors, all of that. But these people will sit here and manipulate the situation so much to where they even have the doctors saying things that are ill advised. No, am I late? To where they have the doctors telling them to do things a certain particular ways that's not good for them. Guys, this thing is so messed up. You have got to, at this point, really pay attention to your common sense, really pay attention to your own intuition, really pay attention to what you believe and think that you're being seen, that you're being told or shown about a situation, okay? To look, a little bit more, pay a little bit more attention, focus on this area, that area, these types of things, okay? But yeah, so this isn't developed yet, but it is, to help us through this current, this plan right here is to help us through, this current emergency, what I refer to as a current emergency crisis for this country, with these people trying to take us over. So it's a better way of, getting and shopping for the foods or the definite foods that we're supposed to, and looking out for some other things, some certain type of attacks that these people have, and then looking out for our better health, overall better health for each one of us. Okay. So that is underdeveloped. It's not fully planned. Okay. It's pieces or parts here, and then there's more that's to be, put with this. So we haven't finished it yet, but they would love to take parts of it and make America think that it's their plan and that it's ready, set to go, and but they're totally misleading them. They are misguiding them, and they are telling them the wrong things. And they may not tell them the whole 1%. I mean, 100% the wrong thing. They could, but I don't. They may not, because they want people to trust them. So they'll put some things good, right, and some things will go through, and some things are true. But then they'll have some other things. That's just to throw us off, so that we'll trust with other things. Okay, that isn't good. Okay, that doesn't work for us, and that would make us, have a loss of some sort. Like with our health declines or something, having health declines. Okay, so that they can make more people sick, and so that they can just, die off or something here, guys. You got to pay attention, okay? So we're gonna come out with this, guys. We're gonna talk about this more. I really need to get to Washington D.C. This is who I need to be doing the plans with, guys. I need to be doing this with those who's going to be helping us with the future administration for this. Okay. And then, we'll figure out who and what and how and all of this here. We may try to do something with people if we from California, from the state of California, or Los Angeles, Southern California, to work on this plan. But if we don't get a chance to do that, they'll find out about it later at some point. Just because this is something that they would do, and because I'm from the state of California, that type of thing, Los Angeles, California. So I don't know, it just seems like something that is convenient or something like that, something that they should really know about and be one of the first to implement it and get it started and have it going and things like that. That's what I mean, guys. Okay. But we'll definitely, give them a copy, send them all everything that they need to get them started and everything like that. Should I be in Washington D.C. after this whole plan is official, okay, and is officially finished and ready to go and approved by trusted persons, sources, or developers, or however this is, for these type of programs, guys. Okay, that the U.S. approves. Okay, that the U.S. approves. Okay, these people are just pulling people's arms, pulling people's legs here, threatening them, their dog, their cat, their fish, their dog, their goldfish. I mean, starfish, whatever, turtle. Everything. They're threatening everything. Okay, and every person. Okay, that's important to them as well. um we can't, we don't know how to, really work around these situations. We just have to try to do our best to work around the nonsense, guys. But this is just to let you guys know that we, unless it is by the trusted sources, but here's the thing, they could use them to try and make it seem as though it's okay, but it's not. So you really have to do your homework, do your research, and use your intuition for a lot of time. Just see if how do you feel about that, or use your common sense. Put comparison, or however this is, guys. And if worse to worse, just try and avoid it. Go somewhere else, or wherever this is. That's what we need to do, guys. Okay. Gonna have to definitely, work on some plans of just trying to get these people to a designated area, okay, and heavily monitored, okay. And we have to work on just, trying to minimize a lot of these people's attacks, and a lot of their threats, okay, minimizing them very much so, and then getting some of them to stop or end, okay, definitely. because they're just running rapid here with their threats and their attacks on people, and you don't want them to have any full domination over things. To making major plans and major changes here. Okay. So we have to secure ourselves and make for safety for ourselves, but we have to do it certain particular ways, strategically, all of that. Okay. All right, guys. So make sure it's trusted. It's not only a trusted source, but that you feel good about it. If you don't, then do something else, guys. Okay. Something that works for you. Go to different stores. Okay. Even different brand stores. Okay. Different other stores, different areas. If you're unhappy, if you're unsatisfied. Okay. That's what I can say. Okay. So I'm just leaving this so that you guys will keep an eye out and an ear out for if these people are trying to portray that things have been changed and this is the order and this is the type of changes that happen. You need to do this, that needs to be done as far as our health, our with our diet and dietary needs, our healthier eating, all this, and what's advised for that, and this current kind of pandemic like situation, and like what to do about it. As far as what is to be done, this is not. These are things that the U.S. has to has. It takes time for them to like figure out instructively what should happen. This should happen. That should happen, or what have you. This is that. They have to do this, okay? Not these people, okay? So just be just wait, because they're gonna come out and say whatever this is, but it really is against us. So if it don't make sense, if it seems like it's going to be something that's hurtful or harmful or something that doesn't go together, then don't definitely don't do something that's going to harm you. You know what I mean? Okay, so basically, yeah, that's what I'm saying, and we just have to wait for the right for these people to the right advice, okay, not these people's advice, okay, because they're deliberately trying to tell us the wrong thing, deliberately trying to mix things up, deliberately trying to confuse us, okay, and want us to get sick and pass on. Okay, so you have to, let's just stick to what's normal, what's regular, what makes sense, and stay away from things that don't. Okay, pretty much. All right, guys. So I'm gonna leave this here for you. Play it back. Fast forward, however this is, rewind. And just know that this too is a message that's very important. About a plan that's in the future is underdeveloped, is not even finished yet. Okay, and once it is, the proper people and persons and agencies will bring it out and say exactly what this is. Okay. And you'll know the truth from the ones who are like copycats, or the ones who are putting people out there as if this is really something that is really for the United States, for us, but it's really a plan to hurt us, in some sort of way. Okay, and if you can't decide, then do something else that works better and best for you. Okay, and that will not be something that's gonna like hurt you or harm you or take you out. Okay, all right.